Alright, cantrip. Been a while since cantrip. Blade Ward.
Resist.
Abjuration cantrip. Casting time of 1 action. Range of self. Components verbal somatic. Duration 1 round. That is very short. You extend your hand and trace a sigil of warding in the air until the end of your next turn. You have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks. Okay. Not the worst. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing dealt by weapon attacks. The issue I have is... Not the issue I have, but it takes an action. I mean, if this was a bonus action, it'd be broken. You'd be casting this every round. So I can see why it's an action, but also... Like, if you had a first level shield, if you could pick it up, you'd be doing that. So I guess I shouldn't turn my nose at it. I've seen some very clutch brief resistances, especially for taking... Okay, even though it's a cantrip, it's like, oh, well, use it all the time. And a lot of the points I brought up is that there are so many other things you can use on that action. I guess the one other thing to do is, if you know next round, you are going to be taking massive damage in those amounts from certain weapon attacks. Like, let's say you're a spellcaster who has this, and you've just been caught out, and you're like, oh, that big dragon is coming towards me. Yes, it's going to do some elemental damage, but its claws and bite are going to do a ton of piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. Some variety of those as well. So then cut those all in half, each one hard-hitting and over a course of multi-attack. Not the worst. That's a lot of damage saved. But for your average, like, goblin arrow or just general spam attack from numbers, it's not the best. Or giant swing. But because of that, it's very situational, because it's only against certain enemies or certain attacks, and if you're caught out again. But never turn down resistance, though it's only for 1 round. Again, 5 out of 10. It's a solid thing, kind of like Blade Barrier, kind of like Blade Barrier just previously, but there's other reasons to not pick it up or to cast it. Yeah.